Hail, hail. Hello Celtic fans, look at this big news that has just come out. It just happened this afternoon. It's just arrived at Celtic Park and it's shaking things up behind the scenes. It's giving the web something to talk about. I'm going to tell you all the details of this news beforehand. I just ask you to leave your like on the video to stay up to date with all Celtic's movements in this transfer window. Now without further ado, let's get down to business. Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers has made clear his desire to have Adam Idah back at the club permanently this summer. After the Scottish Cup final victory, the former Leicester City manager told the Daily Record that he intends to keep Idah at Celtic Park. Having joined the club on loan from Norwich City in January, the Irish striker has impressed and become a key cog in the success of Rodgers and his team. During his loan spell, Idah has scored important goals, including one that earned him his second winners' medal this season after winning the title with Celtic earlier this month. Rodgers, praising Idah after the win at Hampden Park, was asked about the possibility of a permanent transfer this summer. "I hope it's very real. For me, he was the catalyst for our season because we needed a different dimension in attack," said Rodgers. "What I love about Adam is that he's a big game player. He loves the big games and occasions. At 23, with the potential and quality he has, I think he can really excel in his career. I hope we can do something. He's on a long-term contract at Norwich, but he's definitely someone I'd love to bring back here." The young Irishman was sent on loan to Celtic with the idea of regaining his form and getting more regular game time, after being dropped from the first team by Josh Sargent. Initially, there was the intention to reintegrate him into the Norwich first team if all went well, but now Norwich have to weigh up whether to sell the player due to Celtic's serious interest or keep him now that he's happier and more threatening as a striker. If Norwich, once they have appointed a successor to David Wagner, want to achieve greater success next season, keeping Idah wouldn't be a bad idea. The striker is much happier now, having got the playing time he expected and the return of goals. He recently signed a long-term contract, so both he and Norwich probably intend to make things work at Carrow Road in the long term. However, the lure of Celtic may be too strong for either Norwich or Idah himself to resist. The Hoops will be able to offer Idah European football for the first time in his career and will therefore have the money to cover any asking price from Norwich. So it will all depend on what a new manager at Norwich can offer Idah in terms of guarantees and plans for next season versus the trust and love he already knows with Brendan Rodgers and the Celtic fans. So, Celtic fans, what do you think? Should Adam Idah return to our team permanently? Leave your opinion in the comments and take part in this discussion. Let's hope Rodgers manages to bring this promising player back home.